All right, I'm at 10880 Stuart Circle in Westminster. I'm in the basement utility room behind the furnace. Clean out's 4 inches. The line will be zeroed out at the bottom of the clean out. We were called out for a sewer backup, and according to what I believe is they have not had much history with the sewer being an issue. So we're looking at cast here, and the cast was mild to moderately scaled up. You'll see some evidence of that, which we'll try to flush out some more before I leave. We will point out some corrosion on the bottom of the drain here in just a minute with a little bit of standing water. And I advise the homeowners that is due to the age of the pipe. 70s weren't a great time for cast iron. See, here's a little bit of standing water, maybe like a quarter of an inch or less. Advise them not to use chemicals, and told them that this cast will eventually give out one day. Who knows how long? 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, more, less, who knows? But it's not much of a belly as much as it is just a little bit of a channel due to, to age. And now we have standing water, which will kind of push that a little further. In a moment, we're going to go to cast to clay. And then from there on out, about every 5 feet, we'll have a little bit of root intrusion. So it's about 32 feet is our cast to clay. And you'll see a little bit of roots on top. I really focused on this section because I could feel that there were roots. So again, like I said, every 5 feet you're gonna kind of see some roots. A little bit. I did a really good job, I feel like, of cleaning these out. There's a little bit more. And then around 52 feet, we'll transition from clay to PVC. Right here, I know it looks a little scary, it looks like an offset, but really it's a transition band. There are some roots as well in here, which is kind of be expected with those transition bands. So just play them to just root intrusion through this section. My 4-inch blades went through here pretty beautifully, so cleaning is pretty efficient once you're down here. And then this PVC is going to be good up until 70 feet, where we'll go to the city. We'll drop down to the city. I believe that my evacuation occurred at 70 feet. And I believe there were some roots there. You can't see it on camera here, but I was able to see the first time I cameraed after running the line once that there was a ball of roots, about a handful amount in the city. I flushed the system again, and now they're not there, so I believe there were roots here, even though you might not see any. Either I did a really good job or there isn't roots here, but we're going to go ahead and say for safety reasons there is. Here's your city. So, as I pull back, I'll reiterate that, so from the clean out to cast is 32 feet. And then 52 feet is where our clay goes to PVC. That clay section up to the PVC has about, 4 or 5 mild to moderate root spots. Root intrusions in the clay and at the transition. I advise that this will be needed to be done once a year to keep the from a backup or the drain having more stress. Luckily, the outside portion of the drain does not seem to have really any concerns due to repairs. There's no standing water in the outside portion of the clay and the PVC. There's no cracks and there's no bellies, which I just said. The cast, again, I reiterated that that's just kind of a time bomb. The mild to moderate scale is not really an issue, but one day that will rot out and give away. But for now, cleaning this once a year for the roots will keep the drain working as long as it possibly can. No repairs at this time. If you have any other questions, refer to the invoice summary where there'll be a text of this written out. My name is Caleb. Thank you very much for your time.